Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a very simple trick to make all of your hand tools work a lot easier. The trick is this. It's just hockey tape. You can go to any sporting goods store and get it. You can get it on Amazon if you don't have a store nearby. But honestly, it's so cheap, I would just go to any old sporting goods store. This is what hockey players use to wrap the sticks in so they get good grip on it. And it works really well on hand tools. So here's a tamper, taped up the handle, makes it nice and grippy. Here's a shovel. You can see I went way down the handle with this one, not just the top. When you're shoveling, you tend to have one hand up high and one hand up low to scoop. So a nice long strip of tape makes this work really well. I don't do much raking because I use mostly power tools, but when I do, it's nice to have a taped up handle on the rake. Now here's a metal rake and a regular push broom, and they're both taped up. This one was taped up further, but it kind of peeled off, which can happen. Stuff doesn't last forever. So what happens with a wooden handle is it's very smooth, and so you have to squeeze it pretty hard when you're using the tool so it doesn't come out of your hand. And once you tape it up with this tape, it becomes much grippier. So you can have a much more relaxed grip when you're using the tool. And when you're using it for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, it makes it really nice to have a easier grip. You don't have to cramp up your hands. I even taped up the handles on my wheelbarrow because when you're going downhill, it tends to slide out of your hands. But you tape up the handles so they're nice and grippy, and it makes it a lot easier to wheel dirt up and down the driveway. I even taped up the handle to my yard vacuum. It makes it a lot easier to use. The regular handle is just smooth metal, so now with it taped up, it makes it a lot easier to push when you're wearing gloves. So basically any tool that has a non-grippy, non-soft handle, you can use it on. I even taped up the handle to my rubber mallet because it was very slick, and tape it up and now you have a really nice grip. And you can. All right, here's a new heavy duty broom I got recently, and the handle's bare, so I'm gonna tape it up right now. So this part is not rocket science, it's just tape. The one thing I would suggest is don't go with white like this stuff because it gets so dirty so quickly. This is sort of camouflage and it worked pretty well. Usually the stuff comes in all sorts of different colors, so you can get whatever you want. You can get purple if you want purple, you can get black, you can get gray. It's just tape. Yep. All right, well, this rolls out. Okay, so this one's done. I'm just going to put an extra ring of tape right around the end here to try to prevent it from peeling up as quickly. Eventually it'll all peel off, but it should last a bunch of years. All right, here we go. The handle's all taped up and it makes it really easy to use. Like I said, it grips really nice. Barehanded or gloves, works great. So here's my nicer shovel. It actually has a rubber handle at the top, but nothing below that. So I'm still going to tape up from here down, just so I can get those better grips when I'm actually shoveling with it. All right, the last handle I'm going to tape up is the handle for my lawn spreader. I use this to spread seeds and fertilizer and insect killer. And I use it in the fall a lot, so you're using it with gloves, and it's kind of hard to use. So taping up this handle is actually going to make it a lot easier to use. And it's not the typical thing you would think to tape up the handle for, but if you're going to be using it a lot, then it's absolutely worthwhile. So you have to be careful where this handle kind of hinges over. This handle hinges over this handle. So I'm going to start taping right about here. That way it shouldn't interfere. So I'm just going to go down the side a little bit because the end of the taping is where it's going to start peeling from, because the beginning is all covered up by the rest of the tape. And I'm going to put it down here, that way it's away from your hand when you're actually using it. So it should hopefully last a little longer before it starts peeling off. But it should easily last years. This stuff is pretty good. Roll the last bit of it nice and tight. All right, here we go. I know this tip doesn't seem like much, but it actually makes the tools a lot easier to use, so I highly recommend it. And like I said, I would buy the tape at a local sporting goods store, but if you really want to get it online, I'll put an Amazon link down in the description, way down in the description. All right, well, that's the whole trick. Good luck with it. I hope it works well. I'll see you later.